Hey everybody, Lia Tsukino here. Um, let's welcome back to Let's Play Monster Prom. Um, yeah, I've played this with Vicky and Mia. Um, just a little warning, this does come with a mature content warning. So if you're a kid, please do not watch. And I'm only going to do one player. Let's do DLC. And we're going to do a short game. Spooky high school, the sweet years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid. But always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. And I'm gonna do my boy. I call them Fable.
I can do this.
And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left as we fantasized about our dream prom dates. We were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain and with a stupidly large heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polygeist, 22. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam Delacourt, 400. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe, forever. An eldritch cutie who went from the endless deity of the dark realms to an ultimate fangirl. She's just me. Calculaster Hewlett Packard. Volume 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with the merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them. But who? We had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We are using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark it. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start by having the stats better reflect your true selves. Let's start. You build a 10-foot statue commemorating with an event in 100 years archaeologists can learn something about the people of our time. What does the statue represent? Your favorite political figure being devoured by a rabid what? Which is covered in badass tattoos. What? Mind-blowing twist of your favorite TV show that clearly changed the life of everyone forever, unlike that boring stuff they show on the news. That glorious instant when your friend stopped you from texting embarrassing stuff to your ex while hella drunk. I think I'd have to go with the TV show. What would be the coolest prize you could ever find in your box of cereal? Phone number of the sexy tiger in front of the box. He's so passionate about breakfast and health that he surely is also a great lover. A tiny piece of sharp metal to scoop. So every scoop will be full of thrill and danger. A sample of a more nutritious breakfast so people are encouraged to stop eating that colorful crap. I guess I'll have to go with the phone number. What would be your first date? A fierce fighting that starts a lifelong rivalry to open becoming something else. Crimes. A lovely walk in the forest. After rescuing your date from a dragon, sexy decomplying, an art exhibition, experimental enough to give you a seizure, wild party in the if you were a D&D character, what would your class be? Fanfic bard. Oh, what was it was Liam, so it's either Liam or...
All right.
Oh, frick. Look at my stats. Hey, Google. Oh, that's right. You don't like to do stuff for me. What are the stats for Zoe in Zombie Prom? Okay, so creativity and charm. I have 7. In charm, I have to build up that creativity though. Which one's creativity? Oh yeah, auditorium. That day you were rehearsing for the class play as as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is as intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Okay, good. What is the hearts? You notice Liam off by himself happily drawing some hot steamy... Not the yaoi. You head over to say hi, but Zoe beats you there. Hey, Liam. What you doing? Illustrating some erotic fanfic. Can I join you? No. You over-ecstatic poser. For your information, what I'm drawing is called yaoi, and it's not fanfiction. It is high art. I know what yaoi is. I have the internet too. But what? Isn't yaoi kind of, problematic? Problematic? A thing that I'm doing? How could you even think of such a thing? Well, I don't know. I mean, I posted some yaoi online recently, and some people got really mad at me. They said, trivialize authentic gay relationship or something. I just wanted to explore the sexual dynamic between Liam and Damien in comic form. Okay, first of all, that is my storyline, and you have no right plagiarizing it. Second of all, I already told you, yaoi is high art, and high art is only problematic to cretins.
What?
But if it's high art, why are you drawing two Ninja Turtles giving each other hand jobs? It's called irony. Leave me alone. You doubt Zoe will leave Liam alone until this disagreement is resolved, which means you've got your work cut out for you. But whose side do you support? Don't you see, Liam? Yaoi is gluten of the art world. It is, but I'm gluten intolerant. I've been drinking strictly gluten-free blood since the early 20th century. Oh, jeez. This could be bad. Do you feel okay? Are you having an allergic reaction? I'm not allergic to gluten, you fool. I'm intolerant of it. I only get an allergic reaction if the only allergic reaction I'm having is in my soul. Oh, that used to happen all the time to the mind slaves in my unspeakable domain. We usually just eat the souls. But that might not be a good idea in this situation, which means there's only one thing left to do. Total fanfic overhaul. In the favor of any alternative solution that leaves my soul uneaten. Additionally, I relish the creative challenge. Together, Liam and Zoe create a new kind of yaoi that is attractive men having fully clothed conversations about the weather. It becomes widely successful on the internet, because no one can find anything to criticize about it. You gain +2 creativity and 1+ money in your royalties. I'm going after Zoe because Zoe is my girl.
All right.
And they are at the table. You find Liam bending over his burrito with intense concentration. He's obviously taking a food pic for Momentagram. He channels the silence energy of the room. Zoe's right behind him, peeking over his shoulder and giggling. She channels the giggling energy from the moon.
Oh, hey.
Liam, this pic is all wrong. Tell the burrito to smile with its eyes. And make the cheese look less melty. And add a filter. Filter more and filter again. Why must I constantly be disturbed while taking my refined food pics? No one understands my superior sense of fame. Maybe because that's my phone you're using? A fair point, but my phone is charging. What am I supposed to do with this food in the cafeteria at lunchtime? Eat it? I think not. You purple dork. I'm just saying, if you wanted to reach true levels of Tex-Mex beauty, you should have added this sticker of Jimin to your food pic. Nothing says good taste like pasting the face of a K-pop superstar next to a high school burrito. Per Igeo. Igeo. For a moment, all three of you just admire the G-Man sticker. Liam shakes it off, and regains his composure. Let's agree to disagree, timeless horror. Or let's put Jimin in your dumb food pick. Stop it. Quick. Fix this burrito momentagram K-pop emergency. I don't know. What if we use the Jimin sticker where he is contemplating the essential motions of death, meaningless in the void? True K-pop fans should know that Jimin's favorite food is enchiladas, and his second favorite food is leaving Liam alone. Monster Prom enchilada Jimin sticker. You. OMG! Dang it. OMG. I'm so glad you told me. How could I have missed this on the forums? Zoe starts blogging the internet below. The first one would have been Zoe.
All right.
She's in the gym. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. For once, it seems you aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you are having trouble conveying your point in discussion, so you decide to convey through music. You start singing, and suddenly everyone else joins you in a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing that the people who were arguing totally get your point and change their minds once the song is over. You gain +2 creativity. Okay. Next, I should try to bump up my charm. You spot Liam and Polly talking about a party or something.
Lame.
Oh my gosh, I forgot that's Polly's outfit. Look, if you don't want to listen to me, that's fine. But inviting everybody to the party on social network trade marketing is going to make it seem unbelievably lame. But if I don't make a social network trade marketing invite, no one will know where to go or what time to get there. We'll get like 6 guests. But they'll be cool guests. A good party is all about exclusivity. No way! A good party is about getting hammered with a bunch of people who won't remember what you did in the morning. Let's agree to disagree on that. Or we could ask our friend here to resolve this for us. What do you think the best way to invite people to our party? What? Like, where your head is at. But I think we can take this idea even further. What about only one flyer? And instead of a date, time, and location, it says be there. If they're really cool, they already know where to go.
So authentic.
Oh my god, I'm going to pick out fonts right now. Okay, there's something. I'm gonna end up with Liam at the end.
All right.
He's in the library. I'm gonna go for charm. Which one's charm? Charm is this one. A day in epic dodgeball match takes place. Even though that sounded like a basketball hoop. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading into a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural born leader. Gain +2 charm. But Liam isn't paying any attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on his momentagram filters. What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my own proprietary filter for most of all my photos. Infinite tape. It's also probably why I only have 6 momentagram followers, but we all must suffer sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot. I must document. Miranda peeks out of the air conditioning duct. Goodness, the situation is even dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular Again is to succeed, we need to get started immediately. What's that? Why, yes, of course you are part of my operation. I unwillingly force people into my service after all the time. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular Again? Well, he's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more momentagram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to his account, so we can give a total makeover. But what to do? I don't have enough money for that bottom one. Oh, that's fun. What is porn? Never mind, if you suggest it, it will be something very classy and suitable. Porn your heart out. I don't even know what you're talking about. Encouraging acts of violence? I just post pictures of my foot under opaque brown filters. It's just figurative violence against the status quo, not actual violence. So what if my profile says, come for the bootleg pornography, stay for the domestic terrorism? It's clearly ironic. Oh, if I was going to be wrongly incarcerated by the state, I would have at least liked some warning if I could fix my makeup. This is the worst day of my practical infinite lifespan. Whoops.
All right.
When you get to Damien and Zoe's table, you find yourself in the middle of a pretty tense situation. Dahlia and Damien are sitting right next to each other, chewing their lunches way too hard and furiously ignoring each other. Zoe is staring excitedly at the two of them, phone out, ready to film. What is this? What is it? The final showdown between Stormy Blue Nightmare Dahlia and Spicy Red Baby Damien? Is today the day the Anquius finally claimed the 8th circle of hell? Alright, guys. I got my phone camera ready and rolling. You can start the bloodbath whenever you're ready. Any second now.
Go get a life.
Give us a effing break, will you? We're not gonna resolve the centuries-old dispute between our families in this cafeteria. It's anticlimactic. Yeah, I'm just sitting here because Damien's so scrawny and insignificant. I didn't notice him before I sat down. And I'm just sitting here because F you. Yeah, fight. For the last time, it's not dramatically inappropriate. Zoe does not respond. Instead, she wordlessly slides 2 knives across the table and waits patiently. So what's your play here? Will you convince them to fight or convince Zoe? Well, you know what they say. If you're not fighting someone to the death, it's usually because you... There we go. What? What? Number 1, I don't have feelings. 2, if I did, none of them would be a secret sexy feeling for this blue raspberry crapcopter. I'm even angrier than Damien about your inaccurate assumption. It's just another way in which I'm superior to him. I'd kill you for this. Later, because right now I'm eating lunch, and lunch is not the time for climactic slaughter. Only regular slaughter. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Their words don't fool me. I can see the sexual chemistry bubbling below the surface. Like a river boiling blood. It's adorable. Hey, Fable. I noticed you haven't tried to fight me to the death either, if you know what I mean. You're pretty sure you do, and you're all about it.
All right.
I'm gonna try to get some fun in too. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. Calculaster. Hello, Fable. I am not malfunctioning at all. I'm merely attempting to dance. But my attempts are not going well. I know only 2 dances. The robot and the robo boogie. In my quest to acquire all organic life forms,
knowledge. I wish to learn new dances, but it would seem my programming is not conducive to it. I feel that I have started to understand feelings, as evidenced by the fact that I began the previous sentence with I feel. But could it be that dance is beyond feelings?
You remind Calculaster that when emotions is too great for people to speak, they sing. Too great to sing, they dance, so he is correct.
As the song says, are we robot or are we dancers? In order to be truly alive, I must learn to dance. Will you help me, Fable?
Heck yeah, you will. I'm not going with Calculaster to prom. I'm taking Zoe to prom.
Liam, as in fellow spooky high classmate Liam de la Cohort, one of our 6 most charismatic spooky high classmates, and sought after prom day Liam de la Cohort K-pop.
Shh, I have no idea what you're talking about. Also, I just got out of prison. I would never involve myself with so mainstream a subculture as K-pop.
But friendly, if K-pop is a subculture, how can it be a mainstream?
Well, people have heard of it, so that makes it mainstream enough for me to have forsaken it completely. If I was involved in a hair straightening, eyeliner wearing, makeup making sensation, which I was not.
From what I learned of culture, it seems that many monsters are embarrassed of phases they've gone through an attempt to hide their past from the world.
See, so it's perfectly normal.
Which I would make embodiment and concealment of a past K-pop phase.
Mainstream.
But perhaps this has been all an elaborate ruse, and deep down you never truly abandoned K-pop at all, and have been subverting to the troop of shame.
Then that would be the most absurd and niche phase of all. You're right. The real K-pop was inside me all along. In fact, my entire life I was actually been very artistic, esoteric, slow motion K-pop performance, and no one was ever smart enough to get it. It wasn't a performance so underground that even I was unaware I was giving it. Thank you for enlightening me. Phew, good thing you awakened Liam to the truth of his continued K-pop existence. He teaches you calculus or some sweet moves.
All right.
Do I do charm again? Because my creativity is over 12. Let's go do charm, and then we can go do fun and then charm again. Depends on how this goes. Okay, charm's over. It appears that my application to write for Virtue magazine was received and accepted.
So authentic.
I knew my pitch would hook them. Imagine the edgiest, most ever written article subject you can think of. Now double it. That's my article subject.
I will be right back.